Welcome to another episode of Beyond the Property, an exclusive series from Fine & Country where we meet some of the estate agents selling Britain's most expensive houses. Now we've got a real treat today. We are on the beautiful and luckily very sunny island of Jersey, where I'm going to be meeting Margaret Thompson. Now Margaret is a seasoned professional in front of the camera, so she's currently getting ready to be on screen. I'm meeting her at their brand new office in St Helier. Let's go inside and wait for her. Well, Margaret, first of all, thank you for having me at your beautiful office. We're up on the top floor now, the sun is shining in here and the refurb is just magnificent, very you.
Oh, definitely. I took a long time to do this and I'm delighted, and so is all our clients.
Yeah, you've got a really good finish here, and I expect up on this floor is where you bring the VIPs, is it? There's gold champagne flutes, there's champagne ready. Is that where the VIPs come?
Yeah, it's the 7-star treatment they get up here, yeah.
And you actually won Customer Service Award at the Fine & Country Awards this year, didn't you?
Yeah.
So what sort of service do you give your customers? Like you just said there, the 7-star service. So what does someone typically get when they're coming over to Jersey to look for a property?
Well, we offer a full concierge service. We don't sell any property initially. What we do is we take them to my house on the beach and we sell Jersey first. And we do everything. If they're going to a restaurant, we will phone ahead and say, Mr. and Mrs. Bloggs is coming here. Can you make sure that they get a really good table because they're going to be really good for your business in the future. We do everything. If they've got children at school, and they might say, oh, we've tried to get in with the headmaster, but he's very busy and booked up. We pick up the phone, we make a call, and we're on our way to see the headmaster.
Brilliant. Well, that is beginning to end service, definitely. And like you said, it's about selling the island as well, because the people that come over here, you actually referred to them earlier as high
value residents.
High value residents. So almost everyone that you're selling to has got a lot of money to spend, haven't they?
Yeah.
So it's important that you give them a good service.
Yeah, 100%. And once we get hold of someone, they never go to any other agents. Sometimes we don't get them when they first arrive, but as soon as they meet us, that's it. We've got them.
Well, talking of meeting you, and that's what you're selling as well as yourself, and not just the Fine & Country service, but the Margaret Thompson service. So tell us a little bit about yourself. So where did it start for you in property? Have you always been from Jersey?
No, I'm Scottish. Can you not tell by the accent?
I can tell, but I didn't know if you had family perhaps who were Scottish.
No.
So you moved from Scotland?
Yeah. So I was 2 weeks off my 18th birthday and I came to work for one season. There was 3 of my friends that were already here and they were working in hotels. And where I lived in Scotland, we didn't have any hotels. So my idea of hotels was the carry-on films, you know, running around in little pennies in the bedroom and things like that. So I had absolutely no idea. And it was my first flight. I had £37 and no return ticket, so I had to have a job.
So it needed to work, didn't it?
Any job, I didn't care. I went to a job agency and it was £4 to register with this job agency. And I just say as it is, look, I have no money, I have £37, I'm staying in bed and breakfast at £4 a night, I need a job. So this woman, she said, oh, we're not going to find you a job here. I'm afraid it's mainly for chefs and qualified people in the hospitality industry. And while I was there, fate always has a way of just dropping right in front of me. The phone rang and it was this Captain Sydney and he wanted a stillroom worker. And she said, oh, Captain Sydney, we haven't found your stillroom worker yet. I found, Jersey used to have yellow phone boxes. I found a yellow phone box, went in, looked up the number, found out the address, phoned Captain Sydney and said, I'd like to come for the interview for the stillroom job. And I had the appointment. I went down, my teeth were gleaming, my hair was washed, and I went in, and it was this old man with a pipe and a captain's hat on, and he's puffing away. And he said, have you done it before? And I went, yes, absolutely. So he took me through to the kitchen, and then there was this other door. It was a stainless steel door at the corner of the room. And he took me through there, and there was this big, long stainless steel table, and it had like a box on top. And that was my first job. I was a dishwasher.
Oh, well, you say there that fate always has a way of finding a way, but also you were very proactive in that situation. You went out and you phoned him and you went and secured your own job interview. Yeah. And would you say that that's been kind of what you've done throughout the rest of your life?
Always. I mean, I have a thing in the office here. I just can't. Even if my PA's arranging an appointment for lunch on a really sunny day, a very popular restaurant, Margaret, I really tried. I really tried, but we just couldn't get you in. I'm like, give me the phone. And I went up, hi, it's Margaret Thompson here. Oh yeah, I'm good, thank you. I'd like a table outside for 2 people, please. Yep, no problem. Thank you, see you shortly, you know. Yeah. I just don't do it. It's not, everything's in your mind. If you think you can or can't, you're right. Yeah. So after I'd been in the hotel industry for a few years, I was looking in the local paper, the Jersey Evening Post it's called, and after a few months, I saw this advert. And the headline was, earn £30,000 a year as an estate agent, no experience necessary, as training will be given. And I'm like, that's my job. Yeah. I want that job. And there were 67 people that applied for that job, and I got the job.
Is it fate or is it hard work? I think it's a good mixture of both sometimes, isn't it?
Definitely a combination of both. And also the mindset, my mindset, I want that job and I'm going to have that job.
Brilliant. And the rest, as they say, is history. You now have this big, beautiful 4-floor fine and country office in the centre of St Helier in Jersey. Mm-hmm. You're serving some of the highest value people in, in the UK and Europe.
We have billionaires that we're dealing with at the moment, and it's fabulous.
Yeah. So you recently filmed with Channel 4 for Britain's Most Expensive Houses.
I did.
And I mentioned just in my intro there that that's not your first time on screen, is it? I think that people might just recognise you. So where did it start for you on TV?
Well, they did a pilot series of The Real Housewives of Jersey, and there was 2 seasons in it, and it started with a local person over here, and my friend Kate, who was also in The Real Housewives, they said, Margaret and Kate, like, can we just film you? We're sending off to the Real Housewives franchise. Would you mind us interviewing you? And we said yes, and we did it down at my beach house, and we had such a laugh there. And then the next thing, the camera crew were over here and we were filming.
Fantastic. And if anyone hasn't watched it, go back and watch Margaret. She's fantastic. Obviously, you've definitely got the personality for TV. We've heard really good things about your time on the show when you were filming, and we're really looking forward to watching you feature in quite a few episodes throughout the show, I hear, as well. Like I said, you went out and you saw some really fantastic listings, and I understand we're going to go and see some of them today, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
So shall we head out into the sunshine and go and see some property?
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Welcome to the Hacienda.
Thank you very much. It is absolutely stunning. The views are unreal, and you look like you're about to make me a drink. What are we having?
Pink champagne.
Oh, perfect. Now, tell me a little bit more about this property. How much is it on for?
It's on the market for 11.5, and the owners have bought another property, and we've got to sell it quickly.
So ready to move in, is it? Is all the furniture with it?
The furniture is included at 11.5, and all ready to move into.
Perfect. So is 11.5 million kind of the standard range of price that you deal with in property, or what's the most expensive one you've ever listed on the island?
Oh, we've had one at 33 million that we have listed. So that's been the most expensive one. Although, however, we have been to secret ones that are in the 40s.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine you're not allowed to tell us very much about that, are you?
No.
So tell me a bit more about this property, because it's obviously got top of the range everything in here.
Yes, it's approximately about 6,000 square feet. It has 4 bedrooms upstairs, and it's actually got a 1 bedroom that could be a nanny flat, a staff flat. It's got incredible views, and it's just a stunning location, and you're 2 minutes from the beach.
So where are we on the island now?
We're in the west of the island, and we're in St Brelades.
Beautiful.
Most high value residents that move to Jersey, they want to be close to the airport. So St Brelades is very, very popular with incoming new people to the island.
Oh, fantastic. And you actually live near here, don't you?
I live in St Brelades too.
So is this one of your favourite parts of the island?
It's definitely my favourite, for sure.
Brilliant. Well, I'd love to see where you do live and some of the places that you frequent as well. But I've got lots of questions as well about living in Jersey, and because there's lots of rules about if you're a resident, non-resident, tax things. But it's such a beautiful day. I feel like we should go outside on the terrace.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Margaret, tell me, what sort of person is going to be buying a property like this one?
I can see it's going to be a high value resident because of the price bracket. Not many locals are in this bracket of 11.5. And I can see like a young trader that's working all day, that likes to party in the evening, bring his friends round, enjoy dinner. I don't really think that it's for a family of 5, but it is child friendly as well.
Yeah, it feels like a bit of a bachelor pad. You've got the view, you'd be having all your parties, all your guests out here on the terrace. But what about in terms of, would it have to be a resident? So you're saying that it probably wouldn't be a resident who, because it's the high value.
It wouldn't be a local resident,
right.
A Jersey-born person. It would be a high-value resident, someone that comes if they've sold their businesses, they've been very successful, or successful traders. They come here because there's better tax benefits.
I see.
But they still have to pay a lot of money to the government every year.
Yeah. So are there different properties that different people are allowed to purchase here in Jersey? Could you be a complete non-resident and just move over and buy any property here?
Well, there is a very few properties that are in share transfer that's company owned. That you can actually purchase and live in Jersey without the normal restrictions. It would normally be 10 years. If you're a UK resident, you'd have to wait 10 years before you could rent or buy a property. So that in fact, I'm going to take you to one later on.
So what are some of the benefits of buying property in Jersey? Because there's different tax rules to in the UK, isn't there?
Yes, the tax for a high value resident, like many other global jurisdictions, is far more appealing than what the UK is doing at the moment. But it's not only the UK, we're getting people from America, we're getting people from Portugal, all over the world. People are looking at Jersey. And I think the main attraction is it's such a small island, and it's such a safe island. Everyone knows one another. It's a population of probably about 105,000, and it's just a delight. And
yeah,
it's really great. New residents that come to Jersey, they always promote our charities, and they can't believe that the people are so friendly.
I can definitely vouch for that. I stayed in a hotel last night and everyone was so kind, so friendly. The taxi drivers, the receptionists, everyone has been so kind. And I've noticed as well, it does feel very safe here. Well, I know that the weather as well is also a big draw for people that move over here. I'd love to just stay out here on this terrace all afternoon, but I want to see where you live. I want to see a little slice of Margaret in your property. So shall we head there now?
Yes.
So here we are, Margaret, on St Brelades Bay, a place that you know very well, don't you? Very familiar to you?
Yes, I live in St Brelades Bay. In fact, that's my house just down there.
I must say, it looks like the most prominent house on the bay. Was that on purpose? Did you choose it specifically because it's got brilliant views?
I saw it, I liked it, and I bought it.
You wanted it, you got it.
I got it, yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your lifestyle here on the bay. Are you a swimmer? Do you enjoy the beach?
In fact, I was in the water this morning at 8 o'clock.
Lovely.
I didn't intend to, so I just had my joggers on and a little top, and it was so nice, and my dogs were having such fun. I thought, just go in with my top and my leggings.
Lovely. I like that you can just have that sort of lifestyle where you just decide, today's the day, the sun's out, I'm gonna go and have a fresh dip in the ocean.
Yeah.
This golden sand is some of the best that I think I've definitely seen this year, but it's absolutely beautiful. The bay is massive with the tide out at the moment. There's like beach bars and things, isn't there? There's lots going on here, so I think that we should grab a coffee after we finish, shouldn't we?
Definitely, but there's nowhere else. You could be anywhere in the world. No one would know. We're in Jersey.
Yeah.
We're so close to the UK.
Yeah, very lucky indeed to have this here. So we've got the Fine & Country Jersey office. I want to know a bit about your experience with Fine & Country and why you love being part of the Fine & Country network.
Okay, I joined Fine & Country, I think it was in 2010. When it was quite at early days and the conception was just there. I loved the idea of the brand, and I kept it for about 6 years before I even did anything with it, because my local brand, which was Thompson, my name, was really quite prominent. But it all evolved, and Fine & Country has just grown from strength to strength, and it was the right time. Last year we refurbed our beautiful offices, which you've enjoyed today, and this is it. I have to just bite the bullet and go for the global brand.
Definitely. And you knew that it was going to become something, like you said, you had that license for a few years before you went all in.
Yeah, and yet I always feel things in the pit of my stomach. And in fact, the day I told all the staff we're going to be branded solely on Fine & Country, everybody was freaking out.
Yeah.
I said, no, this is definitely the right move and it's time to do it now. And
here
we
you
did,
are.
and they all love it now.
Brilliant. I think that we should enjoy the sounds of the ocean there's a nice beach bar that way, isn't there? So shall we go and grab a coffee?
Yes, let's go, girl.
Well, you've got quite a few different properties to show us today. So first we went to that £11.5 million fully refurbished kind of villa. Now we're at an apartment. So where are we? And tell us a little bit about this apartment now.
Okay, this apartment's quite unique to Jersey because it's unqualified, and that means anyone that's got a British passport and they want a holiday home and they're not a high value resident, they can actually buy the shares in this company and live in Jersey.
Oh, okay. So what location are we in now? What part of the island?
We're in the outskirts of St Helier, so we're very close to the town centre.
So what sort of person would buy this apartment? Do you think it would be someone that would live in it, or can you buy to let out? Is there a lot of investors in Jersey?
Yeah, there are investors, but the person I think will buy this property is someone that's not quite to the high value resident price wise, and this is another way of them getting in to Jersey to live here, and after they've been here for 10 years they can buy whatever they like.
Okay, so it's 2 bedroom, 2 bath shower room, this lovely big open plan kitchen, living room, and you actually redesigned this whole place, didn't you?
Yes, when I bought this property it was very old-fashioned, and I just ripped everything out, and hopefully hopefully I've done a good job for someone that can just come, they get the furniture as well, and they can enjoy Jersey.
Well, it's definitely got a touch of Margaret. It's very classy. It does feel very similar to your office. I'd come and move in and feel like I'm part of fine and country Jersey. That's a big draw for me anyway. So well done on creating something so beautiful here. We have got one final property that we're going to see today. Tell us a little bit more about Sunningdale.
Sunningdale is an amazing property. It's very designer, Gianni Versace, and it's not everyone's taste, but it's a fantastic property, and they've got a whole nursery there. It's actually quite incredible.
Lovely. And what's that on at the market?
It's on the market for 15.5 million, and the vendors are keen to move out of the island, so there's probably some negotiation that can be done there.
How exciting. Well, I'm very much looking forward to going to see it. Shall we head that way now?
Yeah, let's
go. What a pleasure to be here in Jersey today with Margaret. We've got to see a beautiful beach and some of the most incredible homes that her and the team are marketing. She really is selling some of Britain's most expensive houses, and it's clear that she's also very good at what she does as well. Make sure you go back and watch the rest of the Beyond the Property series to meet even more of our luxury estate agents, and I'll see you next time.